Hi everyone, Bobby Laporte here again with my weekly tip for your best next move, where I help you have more agency in your work, acknowledge your capacity to act, and see what you can do right now. Okay, so I'm probably going to hit a nerve with some of you with this week's tip, but I hope you'll still be open to what I have to say. So there's something I've been hearing a lot from my clients these days, and it goes something like this. I am so swamped, I just can't get ahead. My team is stretched way too thin. We are so resource constrained. If only I had more resources, I could fill in the blank. So I'm betting you hear this often too, and maybe you even say it once in a while yourself. And I get that it's the reality for many of you, I really do. But hasn't it been this way for a while? And do you really think it's going to be different in the future? Now, the world we work in is moving more quickly than ever. There are more demands on you and your team than ever before. And as we move into a more normal environment post-pandemic, the demands are only going to increase. Look, I'm not saying you shouldn't advocate for your team for more resources. Of course you should. But it's not going to solve the ongoing challenge of always feeling that you can't catch your breath and that your team is burning out. And look, also, your peers, your team, your boss, no one wants to continue to hear this. It's just not helpful. It only serves to reinforce the perception that you don't have things under control. And I know that might not be fair, but that's the reality. People want solutions, not complaints. So what can you do when your team is stretched too thin? Well, here's something to think about. You've heard me talk over and over about leveraging the strengths and assets of your team members. So have you really looked at the skills they could be using that they might not be? How can you help them get out of a routine that they might be in to see what else they possibly could do? And how can you help them think about their strengths and how they can be used in a broader way to expand what they are truly capable of, moving beyond what they've done in the past to what they can do now? This is what possibility thinking is all about. Look, you're not going to fix the resource issue, but you can amplify the work and the impact of your team by deploying what they already have in different ways. So here's my tip. Consider asking questions like, what do we need to achieve our goals? Maybe just focusing on the short term. What do we already have that we can put into play? What are other ways these talents can be used? Brainstorming with your team around how you could look at the skills and talents of your team differently, maybe deploy them differently so that you can do more. And with these simple questions, you're not only connecting your team members with their strengths, but you are also helping them to see their gifts in a different way, to expand on what they already do well, and to become more confident and self-sufficient in the future. I want 2021 to be a year of momentum for you, one of possibility thinking, where you take advantage of the agency we sometimes forget we have. So that's my tip for the week. If you have a specific challenge with your team around this issue, which I know is very common, I'm happy to have you shoot me a quick email, lay it out for me. I'll be happy to talk to you or give you some tips or some ideas about how to approach it. All right, everyone, have a great week. Take care of yourself.